Hi friend, and welcome to my channel. I am Elma Joy, a working professional, life coach, and content creator in San Diego, California. Today we're diving into something we all face at some point, change and uncertainty. Let's be real, whether it's a big life transition, a career shift, or just the unpredictability of life, dealing with the unknown can be overwhelming. But here's the good news, you don't have to navigate it alone. Today, I'm sharing 5 tips to help you embrace change with more confidence and less stress. So grab your favorite drink, take a deep breath, and let's get into it. Tip 1. Reframe your mindset. One of the biggest challenges with uncertainty is that our brains see it as a threat. But what if we looked at it as an opportunity instead? Instead of asking, what if everything goes wrong? Try asking, what if this leads to something better? Change often brings growth, even if it's uncomfortable at first. Think about a time when things didn't go as planned, but worked out in a way you never expected. Shifting your mindset from fear to possibility can make all the difference. One big change that I went through was moving from a 2-bedroom, 2-floor apartment into a tiny house. My apartment was full to the brim of things I collected from clothes, decor, and home goods, but with limited space in my new home, I had to get rid of over 90% of my belongings in less than a week. It was overwhelming and stressful at the time, letting go of so many things that I valued and paid good money for. But now that I am on the other end of that period of letting go and moving, I can see how it helped me realize that I'm more than my stuff and allowed me to be more agile in packing for traveling and eventually moving again. All of this is to say that I didn't know what good would come from the change I was going through. Even though it was stressful at the time, I was able to see how it worked out in the long run. Tip 2. Focus on what you can control. When life feels uncertain, it's easy to spiral into what ifs and worst case scenarios. But instead of worrying about what is out of your control, focus on what you can control. I live in America, and no matter what your political standpoint is, we can all agree that things are changing, and a lot can feel like it's out of our control. When in these situations, it is important to recognize we can still control our lives and how we react to the situations we are in. For example, you can't control the economy, but you can control your spending habits by tracking your spending or following a budget. You can't predict the future, but you can make small steps towards your goals today by committing to one small action a week towards what you would like to accomplish. By focusing on small, manageable actions, you'll feel more grounded and less overwhelmed. Tip 3. Create routines and anchors. When everything feels up in the air, having simple routines can provide a sense of stability. Even something as small as a morning walk, journaling, or weekly check-in with a friend can be an anchor when life feels chaotic. Routines are essential to my physical and mental well-being. I keep a daily routine board where I have daily habits and actions I would like to complete each day to have a better day. I also have a strong morning and evening routine which allow me to be prepared for whatever the day may bring. Think about what habits bring you comfort and consistency. These little rituals remind you that not everything is uncertain. Some things are still within your control. Tip 4. Lean on your support system. You don't have to figure it out alone. Whether it's family, friends, a mentor, or even an online community, lean on the people who uplift and support you. If you're struggling, don't be afraid to reach out and say, hey, I'm feeling a little lost right now. Chances are someone else has been there too. In my life, I have my family, friends, and professionals that I reach out for support, and I'm so grateful for them. But if you're struggling and feel alone, know that you are not alone and there are people who care about you. If you have no one to call, there are so many talk and helplines that are available where caring people can lend an open ear. Just do a quick search in your area for helplines and connect with someone today. Having people to talk to can make uncertainty feel a lot less isolating. Tip 5. Trust that you've handled change before. Here's something powerful to remember. You've already navigated change and uncertainty before, and you survived. Think back to a time when you faced something unknown. Maybe it was starting a new job, moving to a new place, or even dealing with a tough situation. You figured it out then, and you'll figure it out now. In my life, I was in a career for over 10 years and decided to make a change and start a new job and career. I was so excited for the change and I was so hopeful for what it would bring, but as it would happen, the first day of my job turned out to be the first day of the COVID-19 lockdown. So you could say things didn't go the way I had hoped. But flash forward to now, 5 years later, I was able to learn and thrive in this job remotely while also being promoted and giving leadership roles. Looking back, I can see how I was able to handle the personal change and on top of that global change at the time and turn it out okay in the end. Every challenge you've overcome has made you more resilient. So remind yourself, I am capable. I can handle this. I've done it before and I'll do it again. So there you have it, 5 ways to navigate change and uncertainty with more confidence. To summarize, they were: 1. Reframe your mindset. See change as an opportunity. 2. Focus on what you can control, one small step at a time. 3. Create routines and anchors, stability in simple habits. 4. Lean on your support system. You're not alone in this. And 5. Trust yourself. You've handled change before and you'll do it again. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Send me a message, share this episode with a friend, or leave a review. And if you're in the middle of a transition right now, just know you got this. Next episode, I'll be sharing more tips and advice. Until then, take care and remember, you are enough.